Libra, let's do a reading all about love. As always, please take what works, leave what doesn't. We all know who we are in the story. So this is going to be a love reading for all of my Libras. We're going to start with my single Libras, and then we're going to turn to our coupled Libras and see what messages are coming through for this week, right between you and somebody that you might be interested in. I definitely see there's an attraction between you and someone. So let's see what this is all about. All right, single Libras, what cards do you have to say in response to my single Libras in love? Now I'm using the Romance Angels Oracle deck to kind of jumpstart the reading, and then we'll turn to the tarot and see if we can get any clarification. All right, first card out is Children and Reconciliation coming up reversed. You may have recently been with somebody who, you guys had differing views. Maybe somebody had kids and, you just didn't want to get along with somebody who had kids. You want to have your own kids, or maybe they don't want to have kids. Whatever it is, I feel as if that put a wedge between you and someone. And sometimes, it's really hard when we meet someone and the kids don't like us, right? And I feel like this could have been an issue that you had to contend with somebody that you were really interested and attracted to. But the reconciliation that comes up reversed, I feel as if there's no bending on this situation. When a person has children, they come with the kids. And if you don't get along with the kids, that is a factor that you have to take into consideration. Or maybe you've met someone and they're adamant about having like a really big family down the road, and you're like, whoa, I don't want to have any kids. There is some kind of a division between you and this person in that kind of regard. So, I think right there, that puts a red flag up as to whether or not you really want to move forward. I mean, here you are, really passionate. I mean, you like this person. You're really attracted to them, but can you get past the issues of the kids? Are the kids ever going to accept me? Are they always going to look at me as, the person that came in and broke up the family? I mean, who knows? But I do see that this Eight of Swords, it's come up twice as I've been shuffling. It is reversed, that it really affects you. And I feel as if, this is one of those things that you don't know how to get past this issue. Because I got to tell you, when the kids are involved, you may not get the wish that you want as an outcome for this person. So I feel as if for some of you Libras, you really have to really think deep as to whether or not this is someone you want to pursue and moving forward. And gosh, this keeps coming out. I know you really would love to see this happen, but I just feel like the whole issue around kids, I mean, that's a big thorn, all right? And it seems very specific, this reading, to a Libra who has met somebody with a child. Maybe, Libra, you're pregnant, and you're a single person, and you were with somebody, and, you got pregnant, and they knocked you up, and now, they're gone. And I think you don't want to go back to them. That's another, message that I'm getting with you. And I know this came up in your reading that I had a pregnant Libra. So I'm just wondering whether or not you really had to put your kids first in this situation, all right? Because honestly, to get involved with somebody who doesn't like your kids, that's the worst. I mean, that is really the worst, because there will always be tension when they walk through the door. There will always be some kind of competition between your kids and this person. I mean, this is a tough one, because as a single person, you want to find someone. And if you can't find someone who accepts you and your kids and loves you and your kids, then, I'm afraid that's just not the right person. The fact that this reconciliation card came up reversed, I feel as if you don't want to have anything to do with someone who may have, dealt with you before. I mean, if they weren't good to your kids at the beginning, they're not going to be good to your kids later, all right? So just err on the side of caution when you're dealing with this person. I know it leaves you feeling a little unstable here, because here I have that single energy card here, and it's upside down, and financially it's really, really hard. But what is harder is dealing with somebody who is just causing a lot of conflict in the home as a result of the issues between you and your kids. So that's a big message, and that Eight of Swords continues to come upright. So I think you have to pay attention, to the reality of your situation, all right? And get out of your head and see things as they really are. All right, Libra, so that's what I got for my singles. Now let's turn to my coupled up Libras and see what's going on for all of you. So I feel as if you're married, and there's just you're losing romantic feelings for your person, Libra. What is going on with this? Maybe you're having a really hard time. I think you used to have a lot of chemistry between you. And now you have what, kind of fizzled. Look, relationships take work. I mean, there's, the ebb and flow and the highs and lows of a relationship. And I think maybe some of you guys have hit, a low point where you're just not feeling. I mean, and look what keeps coming out, this wedding card. I feel like you've got to find the spark. You got to put the effort in. You have to find what it's going to take to revive this connection with your person. So let's see what else we have going on here. Don't give up. Don't give up. Find the spark. I mean, like I said, relationships take work. We have to constantly be, working towards, a happy union, yet remaining individual. How do we do that? So I really feel like forgiving and learning is a big process of your relationship right now. So, let's see if we can inject something this week, all right? Let's inject maybe a date night. Let's go out and, look at each other, all dressed up, and say, oh my God, you clean up real good. I feel like you've got to do something to bring the spark back. Because this is very typical, it's like you just don't want to do it tonight, and they're really upset because you don't want to do it tonight. Maybe you need to get back on the same page. Maybe you need to find that chemistry that was that big spark that initiated the relationship in the first place, all right? So I feel as if you got to quit talking about it and start making the moves to put some effort into this relationship and reignite that spark that connected you in the first place, all right? So Strength card has come out. I feel as if the two of you can find a way, to really make this work. You guys are strong together. I like the combination of the two of you. Just because you lack that spark today doesn't mean it won't come back tomorrow. All right. So I'm really feeling like you guys really need to, put some effort into this connection that you have. 9 of Pentacles keeps coming out. I mean, you're feeling a little unsteady and you're wondering whether or not they really even, see you. So I'm feeling like Libra, they see you. They're just not feeling you. All right. So rather than feeling stable and feeling like you just don't know what to do and maybe we ought to just split up, I think you just need to put the work in. I really do. And I feel as if, you don't want this to end. If you don't want this to end with this person, then I feel as if, you need to really make an effort, all right? Forgiving and learning. This is the whole foundation of relationships. We learn how to grow. We have to forgive each other as we move through a relationship. And I feel like with this one, one person is really afraid that, if we don't get this spark back, it's going to be over. But I feel as if your person is solid and they are steady. And I think everybody wants a good outcome and nobody wants this to end. So be the magician. All right, Libra, be the magician and make it happen. Put the effort in. Do what you got to do to let that other person know that you really are in it. And you're not going to abandon them and you're not going to leave them, because I feel as if there is this contemplation of, gosh, man, what am I going to do? Maybe they don't care about me. Maybe they don't love me. And a lot of times when we see this 4 of Cups, it's boredom. You guys have gotten into this routine and, it has, left you just dull. All right. So let's find that spark. Let's reignite whatever it is that it's going to take, to just set the two of you back on fire. Right. Date night, go out, do something really out of the ordinary, really surprise them. Do whatever it takes to find that spark again, because it's still there. All right, so I will see you all at another reading. Until then, be well. This is the reading for this week for Libra. All right, another reading will come next week and maybe it'll be different. All right, until then, bye now.